Now I'm afraid of using the word yoga because the yoga that they're doing just scares me. Because if you do yoga like this, for one of these young doctors will research and show you how yoga is messing up your system completely. To simply feel little fit and have your breath going deep enough into your body and whatever this kind of stuff, you don't need to do yoga, believe me, it's boring. You don't do yoga for these benefits. The very word health comes from the root word whole. So if there is no sense of wholeness, if there is no sense of life being on in a big way, this means health is not happening. The simplest way for one to know whether I am healthy or not, when you wake up in the morning, if you spend 2 minutes, just to see whether your body is eager to jump into the world or want to sink into the bed. This shows whether you're healthy or not, whether the body is feeling healthy or not. Health is individual business. If you want to generate health from within, each individual has to take it up. For this, we have to create a culture of health, where right from our childhood it has to be brought in as a part of our life. We have to bring this, means yogic sciences have to come. Now I'm afraid of using the word yoga in America, so I keep telling them it's inner engineering because the yoga that they're doing just scares me. Because if you do yoga like this, it is not long before one of these young doctors will research and show you how yoga is messing up your system completely. Yes, they will. They will study this yoga and come out and say yoga is completely messing up your system, because it will. Because the way it is being practiced is like… what's that? Zumba. It depends what you want to do with yourself. All you want to do is, tighten your muscles and become like this so that you can't turn your neck around. That's up to you. But if you're looking at yoga as a way to step your life up to another level of experience and another possibility of your existence, completely different dimension of perception and knowing, if this has to come, it needs to be approached in a certain way. There is a huge amount of work that needs to be done in that direction. It is not to simply disparage somebody who's doing something, it is just that the problem is there are benefits even in that. Even twisting, turning, doing that, there is benefit. But I want you to understand this. For this, you don't have to do yoga. You swim half an hour every day. You will notice similar benefits. Go up the mountain, you'll notice benefits. Play tennis, it'll happen. You will have these benefits. You don't do yoga for these benefits. Suppose we give you, like Apple Air, the thin computer? But you are a caveman. So you started using this to chop vegetables at home. Hey, it works. It's sharp enough, believe me. It works. But is that why we designed this machine? For that we could have done something much simpler. You don't need an Apple Air to cut vegetables at home. Similarly, you don't need this kind of system, which is a phenomenal thing, to simply feel little fit and have your breath going deep enough into your body and whatever this kind of stuff, you don't need to do yoga, believe me. It's boring, it's no good. Unless experientially it enhances you, simply bending, twisting like this, like that, it needs enormous patience. It's much better to play tennis or swim, run up the mountain. Yes, I'm telling you. This is designed for something else. This is designed for a completely different dimension. Health is a consequence. I would say it's like a side effect. Health also happens on the side. One who is just focused on health, it's not good to go like that. But for this we have what is called as Upa-yoga, or we have systems called Angamardana. Angamardana literally means, it's being interpreted as mastering your limbs, but it actually means killing your limbs. You do that kind of thing with the body that if you're here, you don't even know your body exists or not. There is a sense of bodilessness about you, Unless this comes into your life, there is no real sense of ease. Carrying this much mass of weight, I'm not saying you're heavy, whatever is your weight, carrying this much weight and walking around and doing things is a drag. Only if you feel kind of bodiless, we call these people nirkaya yogis, that means bodiless yogis. No sense of body, simply because the entire energy system has fired up. When I say entire energy system, in the energy system, which is called as pranamaya kosha, there are 72,000 nadis. Normally, for a healthy, normal, active person, if approximately somewhere between 12 to 30% of this is active, you will live a complete life in normal sense. So what is the rest for? The rest is essentially that as energies move into the rest of the nadis, your perception is enhanced. Because the greatest thing for a human being is not just to build a huge body. The greatest thing for a human being is expansion of experience, how to find larger sense of life. This is continuous striving. In this longing to make yourself little more than who you are right now, if it finds this longing is always on, consciously or unconsciously. If it finds a very basic physical expression, we call this sexuality. If it finds an emotional expression, we call this love. All you're trying to do is, what is not you, you're trying to make it a part of yourself to feel little bigger than who you are. If it finds a mental expression, it gets labeled as ambition, conquest, greed or whatever, or simply shopping. If it finds a conscious expression, then we call this yoga. The word yoga means union. Union means you manage to obliterate the boundaries of the boundaries of who you are is set by your physical nature. You manage to obliterate the boundaries of your physical existence. That's okay, Sadhguru, but what about health? Yes, health is a very important element towards anything that we wish to do. Whatever we wish to do, body must be in good place, otherwise how do you go there? You won't go anywhere if this one thing breaks down right here. And the nature and the power of the body is such, right now if your little finger is hurting terribly, I will be talking about enlightenment. You are not interested. Your little finger is the most important thing in the universe right now. This is the nature of the body. If you don't take care of it, it will dominate you absolutely. If you want to be released from physical process, you must keep it in such a good place that you don't even know whether it exists or not. See, right now in your body, there are many parts to this, but whichever part is hurting right now, that is the part you're conscious of. The parts of body which are doing well, you don't know that they exist right now, isn't it? Yes? So if this comes to the entire body, that if you sit here, you're barely conscious that you have a body, you're sitting in total ease. If this comes, health is an automatic transformation.